Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Unwanted Mind podcast. This is episode 18. Very excited to get into this. I did record a podcast last week, but for some reason, it feels like it's been a while since I last recorded a podcast, which I guess is kind of fair, right? Like a week is, I don't know, kind of long. I guess just a lot happened during that week. Just a lot of, like a lot of me going out and just having fun and stuff. So, and a lot of working on stuff. So that may have affected on how, the week felt pretty long, you know. But, without further ado, I am very excited to be recording this podcast. There's a lot of topics that happened this weekend. I did say in the last podcast I would watch Jurassic World Dominion, and I can proudly say I did. I did watch it. Matter of fact, I watched it twice. I watched it twice. So my review will be I think it would be pretty accurate. Since I rewatched it twice. Reason being, well, I watched it once with my mom and her boyfriend, and then the next day, we had invited my older cousin to go watch the movie, or to watch a movie, but there was really not much in the theaters since we have watched all those movies like Top Gun, Maverick. We've seen that, and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. We've seen that. We've seen all those movies. So my cousin hadn't seen Jurassic World Dominion yet, so we were like, fuck it, let's just watch it again. And we watched it at the same place. And I'm just gonna say, dude, I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it more the first time because I haven't seen it at all. Second time, obviously, I knew what the parts were gonna be like. But I didn't mind watching it a second time. I was still as excited. I love the whole Jurassic World franchise. So I really didn't mind if it was like some fucking movie, like some boring movie. I would be pretty pissed. I would be, oh, come on. If we had watched Top Gun Maverick too, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't have mind since I do like that movie as well, and I do still have that movie probably ranked second of this year, next to Batman. But yeah. So if you're watching this on YouTube, based on the thumbnail, you know what to expect from this video. And if you're watching this on another streaming platform, the main topics that we have for today. Well, I'm gonna list out the main topics, like I do in every podcast, and then I'll build down. But just to make it clear, right? Like I'm gonna list topics, but I may not get into the last ones because since I do go pretty heavy on the main topics. It does take a lot of the time. A lot of the time, and I go around an hour and 30 for each podcast. So if I don't go in and get into the smaller topics, forgive me. But I want to make sure that I talk about the big ones since those are more clickable and more people would listen to it since they are the ones that are mainly trending as of right now. So obviously, we start off with the Jurassic World Dominion movie review. Obviously, I've seen that twice, so I can give an accurate statement based on that. We have Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber saying that he has Ramsay syndrome. I don't know how you guys feel about Justin Bieber. No matter what you think of him, I mean, this is pretty fucked up. You know what I mean? This is not something you would wish upon someone. It's a very touchy subject, and well wishes, prayers. It's obviously very much needed, towards him, because it's not a good thing to go through. You know what I mean? No matter if you like his music or not, or like who he is as a person, it's still not the good. It's still not good to see someone with that. So yeah. And we also have the Tony Awards, 2022, that happened this past weekend. I will be listing out the winners. Obviously the nominees, but I will be listing the winners alongside each each nominee, for each category. And I mean, I guess they're smaller topics. They're not the main topics, but they're still kind of big topics. We have with the Tony Awards segment, I'll also be talking about John Stamos saying that he's disappointed that Bob Saget was left out of the Tony Awards 2022 Memoriam segment, which is pretty fucked up. Big L for Tony Awards. We have Lightyear, the movie Lightyear, obviously Buzz Lightyear, banned in several Middle Eastern countries due to the same-sex kiss scene. I had no idea that this was a scene. Thanks for spoiling it. Social media, thanks for spoiling that scene. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, it's Middle Eastern. I mean, it's like, you kind of expect them to ban shit like that. We also have a One Punch Man live action film in the works. Yes, you heard that right. One Punch Man, the anime. Yep, they're creating a live action film. I believe Tony talking about Tony a lot, Tony Awards. Sony's working on that production, so expect big things. That's definitely an anime that is deserving of a movie. So hopefully they don't mess it up like Dragon Ball Z, the live action from 2009. Yeah, they don't like not Sony specifically, but a lot of production companies don't have the best record of creating the best live action anime movies. So hopefully this makes up for it, and hopefully there's a whatchamacallit, a bounce back, to good anime live action movies. We also have The Joker 2, set to be a musical, and this is coming from Hollywood Reporter. And Lady Gaga is set to be Harley Quinn in this movie. So yeah, that's pretty big. Since this will be a musical, I'm like 80% sure this is true, like 85% sure this is true. But again, there is obviously skeptics that come with this. But if it is a musical, hopefully they do a good twist to it. And I think Lady Gaga would be perfect for Harley Quinn, since her musical persona is kind of, it kind of has like a crazy lady vibe. Like, she is pretty crazy in her art style, and like the way that she presents herself, as far as like the way what she wears, her music videos, her fashion, style, all that. I think she would, I mean, Lady Gaga is notorious for basically wearing anything, so I think, whatever suit they cook up for her, I think she would definitely rock that and definitely wear that. And obviously she is a singer, so she would definitely have a voice for the musical. So, yep. I don't know about what's his name, that Joker guy, Joaquin Phoenix. I don't know if he has a voice on him either, but hey, we'll see. And the first one was definitely terrific. So big expectations with that one. We also have Amber Heard complaining how she didn't get fair representation on social media in her first post-trial interview. Yeah. Yeah, Amber Heard, yeah, what a character she is, eh? And also, we got new news right now. I literally just got a tweet from a reliable source on Twitter saying that Top Gun Maverick is now the highest grossing movie of 2022 at domestic box office. Fuck. I wish I would have known this. So I could have put in the thumbnail, but hey, there you go. I may not be talking about this since I may forget, but hey, now you know. You've learned it here on the podcast. So yeah. Dope. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into episode 18. So for the first topic for today, we have obviously the Jurassic World Dominion review. I'm just gonna start off by saying the Rotten Tomatoes critic review and audience score, just so you guys kind of have a sense of how the movie is. I wouldn't really agree with the rating necessarily. I'd probably rate. I mean, I'll tell you my rating after I say what's on Rotten Tomatoes. But yeah, I mean that's my opinion. So Jurassic World Dominion, PG-13, 2022 action/adventure movie. Movie was the time length of this movie was around 2 hours and 27 minutes, which is pretty lengthy. It did feel pretty lengthy watching it. So yeah. So the tomato meter, the critic review, with 318 reviews from critics all around the world, they all came to conclusion an overall percentage of 30%. Yes, you heard that right. Rotten Tomatoes critics have rated this movie at 30% on the tomato meter, which for those who don't know is not a good score. That's below average. Many of you guys. 30%. Yeah, 30% out of 100. Yeah, that's definitely don't agree with that. I would not say that this is their best Jurassic Park World movie, but definitely not their worst. And definitely not mid. It's definitely not mid. Audience score with $5 and plus verified ratings. So it's not only is it the audience, these are verified ratings from the audience. So yeah. So with the overall audience score percentage of 79%, the audience has rated this movie at 79%. I wouldn't say it's too far off from what I believe, but I wouldn't say 79. I'd probably say about maybe around 83, 85, around there. I would definitely, yeah. I mean, dude, this movie was really good. I mean, I'm being quite honest. This movie was really, really good. Really, really good. 2 reallys. Not 1, 2. Yeah, I mean, the way it started, it was, it was like right away to like an action, just like a suspenseful. You're like it gets you right away. You're like, oh, cool. You just get right into it already. And then the storyline, was so good. And just like each scene always had, it was always packed. You know what I mean? Like it always had you hooked on. Right? Like in no part of the movie where you felt like, oh, I want to fall asleep. Like, dude, you're just literally hooked on each part. Each character were played amazingly by each actor, slash actress. And the dinosaurs were just like, they're so real in this movie. It was just so dope seeing the dinosaurs. By so real, I don't mean just like, the way that they performed on the movie, but the way they looked. Because, Jurassic, with the new research, coming out saying that dinosaurs had feathers and stuff, they made sure to put it in the movie. So a lot of the dinosaurs had feathers on them and they had, like claws and all that. So it was very accurate to a real dinosaur, right? Not all of them had feathers, obviously, but some of them did. Like the T-Rex did not have feathers. You know, it was more of like the smaller dinosaurs that had feathers and stuff. More like a bird, you know, which is very accurate. It's accurate to a real life dinosaur, like the real world dinosaur, you know? So, yeah, I like that. You know, details like that were dope. You know, the characters, the OG coming back. I forgot his name, but the OG guy from Jurassic Park came back with the lady. They played amazingly. You know, you can tell that they're still fucking good at acting and shit. You know, and just them mixed in with the new cast. You know, with Chris Pratt and the other redheaded lady. I forgot her name. Redheaded lady. And it's the overall movie surrounding that the little girl was you know, she was basically a one of one, like, you know, because and I just want to I just want to say right now, I will be spoiling this movie a little bit, so, you know, for those who haven't seen it yet, you know, apologies in advance, but now I'm telling you, the movie's it's like surrounding this girl where her mother, I believe her name was it wasn't Elizabeth, it was something. It was along those lines, like Beth something. Yeah, you know, never mind that. But her mother had created this like type of what's it called? Like this type of not a vaccine, but it was like this experiment drug thing where she would inject it in her, and she wouldn't basically she wouldn't have to have sex with a guy in order to have a baby. Like she would just put that in herself, and she would instantly she would instantly be pregnant. Not have a baby instantly, but she would instantly be pregnant. Probably after a few days, she would notice. And she was the first. She was also a scientist, so she was the first scientist to do this. Not first scientist, but first person ever. But she was a scientist that discovered this thing, and she used it on her. She didn't tell anyone. She didn't tell anyone, but she documented all of this. And you know, and obviously that girl was born in perfect condition. The mother did die from, like, you know, some side effects, since this wasn't, you know, like an FDA approved or whatever. This wasn't like approved by anything. She just, you know, it was all experimented, and she did it on herself. She did pass from viruses that were in the thing, but or like the antibiotics that weren't in it or whatever. But the reason why her daughter survived is because the mom had changed her DNA. She would put like antibiotics to like keep her healthy and have a, you know, clean DNA, and that's why her daughter survived. And, you know, the movie surrounds that. They want to take this girl essentially and get a sample of her DNA, so they're able to use it on dinosaurs, so they can self-produce, you know, to create more. And it's this company called Bison, I believe. It's $1 billion company. You know, it's like that $1 billion company that, you know, wants to take over the world, kind of like Amazon, you know, which might have been a hint to Amazon. I don't know. The guy did kind of seem like Jeff Bezos, or like, you know, what's his name? The guy who created Apple. He did kind of give off that vibe, the way he like walked around and did stuff. So it may have hinted at that, or may have taken inspiration from that. I don't know, but it did seem that way. And they did kidnap her. They did take her, but they didn't get. I don't think they got a sample of her. And also they also took the dinosaur, because the dinosaur was also, I believe, you know, injected with that, and she self reproduced, and she had a baby dinosaur. And they're just trying to take the DNA away from them. And I just really like that concept. I really like that storyline. I was not expecting it at all. I was expecting, like, you know, I don't know what I expect. Like, oh, bigger dinosaur, and like people running away from it. You know, there's always like, oh, there's a bigger dinosaur that's coming. You know, I was really expecting that, but it was really based on this. And I like the change. You know, I really like the change, because I remember in what was that name? Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. It was really based on like, oh, the dinosaurs are getting bigger. You gotta stay away from them. And even though I did like that concept, we have seen it so many times, you know. So this was a good change, I would say this was a good change. This was a fair exchange. Different concept. Obviously, people, I mean, I wouldn't say people. I would mostly say just critics. Critics, obviously didn't seem to like that concept, but I quite enjoyed it. Audience seemed to quite enjoy it. So yeah, I mean, if I had to rate this on like a school grade, I'd probably give it like a B plus, maybe an A minus. It was a really great movie. You know what I mean? And yeah, so let me just let me read some critic reviews and just give my opinion based on those critic reviews. So the top, so I'm gonna be reading the top reviews on here. So the top critic review, comes from TT Stern NZ, working for WXIX TV. This was posted on June 4th. Wait. This was posted on June 4th. Oh, let me read top critics. Okay, so it's the same one. Top critics, same one. So the review is a long, tiring, winding road. Original score D. So they gave this movie a D. But that was their fucking review. The review was a long, tiring, winding road. It's just crazy, dude, because, these are people that review movies and shit. And they literally say 5 words, bro. Like, what the fuck is this? What kind of review is this? Whoa, this one's even worse. Fucking Matt Carmode from The Observer in the UK. He gave his score as a 3 out of 5, and his review is ho hum. What the fuck even is that, dude? Oh my god. I mean, let me read some fucking real reviews, because there's no way these are top critics and they're saying fucking more than... They're barely saying more than fucking 2 words, dude. What the hell is this? Stephen D. Graydanis, from the Catholic World Report says, for a while, it seems Dominion wants to be the franchise Mission Impossible. Instead, it's the anti-Top Gun Maverick. This is one of the worst reviews I've ever seen in my life. What kind of fucking comparison is that? I mean, dude, these are... And just to put you guys on check, these are top critics, right? These are top critics. These are, these are the people that's, what's it called? These are the people that we trust with reviewing these type of movies. These are the people that we go to and being like, oh yeah, dude, this is the person that knows movies and shit. And then they be saying stupid shit like this, dude. It's like, what are you even talking about? Can you not like break down the movie? Can you not be like, oh, this movie was, it wasn't well made? Say shit like that, dude. You literally said it wants to be Mission Impossible. Instead, it's the anti-Top Gun Maverick. Those are literally 2 different movies. Mission Impossible and Top Gun Maverick are literally 2 different movies. Yeah, they both have Tom Cruise in it, but they're still 2 different movies. It wants to be Mission Impossible. Instead, it's the anti-Top Gun Maverick. What even is that? Like, how does it want to be Mission Impossible in any way? I mean, if it was trying to be Mission Impossible, I'd probably expect more stunts. There really isn't a lot of stunts. Is there stunts in the movie? Yeah. I mean, it's fucking... You're running away from dinosaurs, Obviously, there's going to be some fucking stunts, right? But it's not trying to be Mission Impossible in any way. And how is it an anti-Top Gun Maverick? It's like, oh, instead of planes, they're fucking riding dinosaurs. What even is that, dude? And dude, these are professionals, dude. These are people that are passionate in what they do. These are their fucking reviews. It's insane. Sarah Michelle Feathers from MovieFreak.com says that Jurassic World Dominion is dumb without the fun, and that just makes me sad. Yeah, I mean, these are real reviews, dude. And these are real reviews. It's like they don't even try. I mean, this is really second grade vocabulary, dude. Like, you can't replace dumb with, like, fucking, I don't know, bro. On I can't think of it either. But I'm not a fucking critic, so I don't have to fucking think of a word. But, like, you can't use a fucking different verb or some shit. You can't be like, this movie was not up to par, or like, you can't say shit like that. You can, like, it's dumb without the fun. It's like a fucking nursery rhyme. Oh, it's dumb and not fun. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? And it makes me sad. Like, dude, it's like, you're not having a good life when you literally, when you go to theaters, you got some popcorn, maybe some candy, you get a drink, you sit down on one of those recliner chairs, you lay back, hella comfortable, you turn on that heater to fucking heat up your backside, and you feel so comfortable, and then you're eating some, you fucking tossing some popcorn in your mouth, taking a little swig of the drink, you know what I mean, you kick back and shit. You watch a movie, you're relaxing, dude. Like, there's no problem in the world. You're just relaxing, watching a movie. And then to be right after the movie and be like, man, I feel sad, bro. This movie was so bad. I feel so sad. And walk out feeling like shit. Like, you have a bad life when that's literally your reaction to a fucking movie. Like, dude, come on, dude. Relax. You're telling me there's no part of the movie that was even a tad bit of fun? She literally said this movie was no fun at all. Like, no part of the movie was fun. I mean, you literally have to be fucking... I feel like... I'm not trying to be insulting in any way, because I get, people actually do have this, but you kind of like do have to be like mentally disabled. Like I'm being real. I'm actually being real. Like, dumb without the fun. It's like, dude, come on now. Like, what kind of review is this? Can I find a real review and just be like, okay, this is a fair review? Because I'm a neutral guy, bro. I can be like, okay, I understand your point on this. Obviously, I don't agree with it, but I do understand it. Dude, I literally, like, dude, someone said literally ho hum. What the fuck even is that? That's the second top critic review. What does that even mean? Wow. She gave it a 2 out of 4. Yeah, I really couldn't give less of a fuck. These are, dude, I don't go to these people's fucking reviews. Imagine seeing this review and being like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna watch the movie now because of fucking Sarah. She said this movie's dumb without the fun. Like, come on, dude. Okay, Liz Shannon Miller from Consequence. All right. See what she said. Honestly, it's probably a bad sign that all of the players in this film, the dinosaurs, are probably the ones one roots for the most. Huh? It's probably a bad sign that all of the players in this film. What? It's probably a bad sign that all of the players in this film, the dinosaurs, are probably the ones one roots for the most. So she's saying that people are rooting for the dinosaurs more than they root for the actual people. Okay. I mean, that's the review. Okay. She gave it a C+. Even with that being said, she gave it a C+. All right, whatever. Adam Neyman from The Ringer. Okay, let's see what he said. This looks like a man with experience from his picture. He has a big white beard, old looking man, He has that blue beanie on. For some reason, in this photo, his eyes are fucking red as fuck. I have no idea why. Yeah, let's see his review. Overly long. Okay, so based on that, this seems like a real review. So okay. I do feel excited about this one. Overly long and soullessly engineered. The latest sequel in the dinosaur franchise fails to heed all of the lessons of its procedures. Though I don't agree with this, this is not a bad review. This is not a bad review. And yeah, I mean, I got to give it to him. This was, I can actually read it. These are good, verbs to use. Okay. I mean, again, I don't agree with it, but hey, that's a good review. That's a good review. Overly long, okay. I can kind of see where people think that. I kind of see it, but the reason why I don't agree with that is because even though it is long, each scene makes you want to stay and watch it, and each scene does have a purpose of being there in the movie, which making it overly long. Soullessly engineered. I would not say that by any means. This movie was definitely a lot of time into it, a lot of passion. Each character, though they have been in this franchise multiple times making these type of movies, they seem to still have a passion for it. They still, they're still good at what they do. And yeah, I gotta give it to them. Yeah, I mean, he says this franchise fails to heed all of the lessons of its procedures. I wouldn't agree with that either, since I do think this movie, Jurassic World Dominion, is a lot better than a lot of the Jurassic Park / World movies. So yeah. Let's read one or two more. So AA though from The Ringer. Okay, so the Ringer. Okay, so this is what I'm noticing. The Ringer seems to have good reviews. So let me try to look for those. Next time a little more. So yeah, he says that no matter how big the dinosaurs in the Jurassic Park franchise get, they'll always be in the shadow of the original. Okay. I mean, yeah, I see where he's coming from. I get it. The OG. You like sticking with the OG movies. I get that. You know what I mean? But this also seems like the type of guy that would say like, 90s music or 90s music is nothing compared to 2000s music, bro. It's like, bro, when I was listening to fucking 50 Cent, Nelly, bro, and like DMX in the 90s, bro, and Biggie and Pac, bro, now you guys are fucking listening to, whatever fucking rapper music, bro. Like, you're listening to like Kendrick Lamar now, J. Cole, bro. These guys are ass, bro. They're nothing compared. It seems like the type of guy that would say some shit like that, you know what I mean? But it's like old head mentality, and it's definitely a common thing amongst old heads. On which, hey, man, I can't blame you. You guys were raised in a certain time. You know what I mean? But just a little bit, a little open mindedness, and maybe just a little, self awareness. It wouldn't hurt to pick up a couple like notes from being open minded or being self aware, because you know what I mean, like you have an opinion and you really you really don't want to make another one based on what you believed already, right? You're like I can't like J. Cole because I just like I like Tupac way more. It's like, all right, bro, cool. Read one more. Kyle Smith from Wall Street Journal. Okay, seems like a reliable publishing platform. He says Colin Trevorrow has done something nearly as astonishing and Jurassic World Dominion. He has made Dinosaurs Duel. This $165 million effects extravaganza is built atop of a script worthy of a board game. Okay, so he could not have been more, not specific at all. I personally don't understand his fucking comparisons. Worthy of a board game. Yeah, I like me a board game, so maybe this is a good review. I don't know. There's no score on this one, so really don't know what he fucking meant by that. But yeah, I think that'll be the last review I'll be reading from that. But yeah, man, it just seems people love hating on Jurassic World / Park because I understand it's a big franchise with a lot of good movies within it, and it's so easy to say that the originals were better, but I really do believe that they already came in with that mentality. And it's just it's so hard to just let go of that. You know what I mean? Like, no matter how good of a movie Jurassic World Dominion could be, or if they release any other movies, no matter how good it could be, they're always gonna say that the original was better. That no one can top those actors. That there's always gonna be some shit. There's always going to be some reason, some excuse. And, dude, and there's really nothing else you can argue with them about. Like, they're going to keep repeating the same shit. But just, don't listen to this fucker, They have old head mentality, and it's very common amongst a lot of old heads. Not only in movies, but in music as well. People would say, man, rock music isn't the same anymore. On which I kind of would agree, but it's just dude, it's called evolution, bro. We evolve as human beings. So, there's new sounds that come out. We can't just stick with the same shit for so long. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's still be that, but we should evolve in, other genres, other fucking, categories, like in movies and shit. There should be more shit. But old head mentality, you know what I mean? So yeah, what I personally believe about Jurassic World Dominion, I think was a great movie. Definitely a must. I definitely recommend this. Must recommendation. Yeah, I definitely say watch it in theaters. If you have the streaming platform that it will release on, just keep it. But I definitely recommend watching it in theaters since movie theater speakers are so loud, and it's just you get the full experience. You feel like the dinosaurs are in there, and it's just I don't know, man. So something about watching a movie in theaters is just so much different, bro. I get watching shows and shit in your house, watching some old movies and stuff. I get that. At home with your family or whatever and friends. I get it. It's a vibe. I definitely understand it. I definitely do partake in that as well. But watching a movie in theaters, dude, it's different, bro. It hits different, because you're in an auditorium with a lot of people that are interested in that movie as well, and it's just it's dope. It's dope having that and seeing that. You know what I mean? Obviously there could be occasionally that one baby or a kid that's crying during the movie, but I think parents have learned that when that happens, just take your kid out, step him out, wait for him to calm down and bring him back in. You just I feel like we've learned, throughout time to do that. So yeah, that's about it. That's pretty much what I have to say about that. I enjoyed it. Would I say movie of the year? I wouldn't say movie of the year, but I would definitely say top 5. Top 5. Yeah, I'm confident saying top 5. Yeah, top 5. Let's get right into the next topic. Okay, so for the next topic for today, we have Justin Bieber says he has facial paralysis due to Ramsay Hunt syndrome. Again, this is, no matter what you think of his music or how he is, for him having this, you're just gonna have sympathy for the guy. You know what I mean? Like it's not a good thing to have. You know what I mean? Because like I believe the Ramsay Hunt syndrome. I believe half of your face is normal, and the other half it's like twitching, like your eyes twitching, your mouth's twitching, your nose, all that. It's just like, and it looks off, right? It looks off because literally half of your face you cannot move, and the other half is like I don't think twitching, but the other half you can move normally, but the other half it's like not moving at all. Like you can barely blink and stuff. It's difficult, because imagine how do you eat? How do you wash your face? It's just it's a difficult thing to go through. You know what I mean? And I don't know if there's a cure to it. Maybe there's like some type of drugs you can take. You know what I mean? I'm not very aware of that. I'll be reading the CNN article on this, but as of right now, dude, I don't know. This happened on June 10th. I believe he posted on Friday, June 10th. I believe that's when the news broke. I believe he probably posted around the morning, or I believe around that time. I remember, like seeing it in the morning, so maybe it was around there. But in the CNN article, it says Justin Bieber announced Friday that he is taking a break from performing because he is suffering paralysis on one side of his face. In a video posted on his verified Instagram account, that's a weird note. The singer explained that he has Ramsay Hunt syndrome, which has left him unable to move half of his face and unable to take the stage. Yeah, and that's also the thing, right? Like he's an artist, right? He performs. He's a performer, And part of performing is that you got to use your mouth in order to sing or rap or whatever. That kind of gets in the way. So yeah, it's not a good thing to go through, man. He says, and I quote, it is from the virus that attacks the nerve in my ear and my facial nerves and has caused my face to have paralysis, he said in the video. As you can see, this eye is not blinking. I can't smile on the side of my face. This nostril will not move, so there's full paralysis on this side of my face. According to the Mayo Clinic, Ramsay Hunt syndrome occurs when a shingles outbreak affects the facial nerve near one of your ears. In addition to the painful shingles rash, Ramsay Hunt syndrome can cause facial paralysis and hearing loss in the affected ear. Wow, that is insane. And I wonder if this runs in his family, because how did he get this, right? Like, did he take something that gave him this? Was he on too many drugs? Was he smoking? I don't know, dude. Like, how do you get this? Like, does it just happen randomly, dude? Because if it does, that's crazy. And that really just shows you that you can literally live life, bro, and just all of a sudden catch some weird shit, and that would just change your life forever. Like, that's literally what life is, bro. I've seen it multiple times. It's literally just shit like you just change your whole life, bro. It's crazy, and it's just like, doesn't make sense, but I guess it does happen for a reason, you know what I mean? But obviously it's not. It's not always gonna be happy at first, you know what I mean? Bieber addressed that those who have been frustrated by the recent cancellation of his concert and said he is physically, obviously not capable of doing them. Yeah, I mean, to be fucking frustrated that Justin Bieber canceled because he has a syndrome, diagnosed with a syndrome. I mean, that's insane. Why would you be frustrated by that? It's like, dude, give the man a break. He's been doing this shit for years, dude. Like, he's fucking be appreciative that he's still fucking doing this. Literally, I mean, dude. I mean, if you see how much money he has, bro, he literally does not have to be doing this anymore. Like, come on, relax. He quotes, "This is pretty serious, as you can see. I wish this wasn't the case, but obviously my body's telling me that I've got to slow down," he said. "I hope you guys understand. I'll be using this time to just rest and relax and get back to 100% so that I can do what I was born to do." You heard it from him first, dude. Give this man a fucking break. Stop fucking pushing him, being like, dude, drop the album, drop the album. Fucking catch up on his old shit, bro. Watch his old performances on YouTube. I'm sure it's all over YouTube, bro. Like, like I've never seen the day I would be fucking defending Justin Bieber so much, man. But like, come on, dude, give this man a break, dude. He's a human being, bro. He literally diagnosed with a syndrome, dude. Like, he literally cannot perform or record music. Like, come on, dude, relax. He thanked his fans for being patient. Said he's been doing facial exercises to help. He said he doesn't know how long it will take for him to recover, but earlier this week, he has announced that 3 of his upcoming performances were postponed. It's going to be okay, he said. I have hope and I trust God. That's dope. In March, his wife, Hailey Bieber, was hospitalized due to a small blood clot in her brain. Wow, that's fucked. The model later explained that she had suffered a mini stroke. Yeah, that's one way to describe a stroke. I had a mini stroke due to a small hole in her heart from which the clot traveled to her brain. She underwent surgery to close the hole, which she said was between 12 and 13 millimeters. Okay. Did not know that, but I wish I did report that earlier. Yeah, I mean that pretty much sums up the article in his diagnosed syndrome. Yeah, man. I mean, what is there much to say about that, dude? It's just like it's not a good thing to go through, man. It's just like, and there's gonna be those fucking Twitter haters, or not even just on Twitter, but it's gonna be those haters being like, bro, he deserves it, or like that's he deserves it because he left Selena Gomez, or like, maybe lay off the weed. Like, people are gonna be saying the stupidest shit, man. But like, dude, it's just like none of that shit matters, bro. It's just like, take as much time as you need. Like, bro, you literally don't have to do anything, bro. Like, he's literally a staple in the game, dude. Like, Justin Bieber, that's an iconic name. You know what I mean? He's fucking not only been doing music, but he's been doing shit in the public eye for fucking years, dude. Maybe, probably even like a decade, maybe more than a decade. You know what I mean? It's just like, he does not have to fucking feel rushed. Like, he's literally good, bro. He's literally set, bro. He still has his Bieber fans. Girls still go crazy over him. Not just girls, but people in general. They still go crazy over him. Like, bro, he literally, just give this man a rest, bro. Because, like, if you fucking push him and shit, and then he decides to fucking perform or some shit, it can literally get worse. You know what I mean? Like, he can literally be in a worse condition. So it's just like, you don't want to do that to him, dude. Like, you don't want to see him in that way. And just like, yeah, man, just like, bro, it's fucked up. If you guys haven't seen the video yet, I don't know how well you guys will do with, like, stuff like this, since it is kind of like, I don't know, sensitive, I guess, the video. But it's not like disturbing. It's not like what's that thing called? NSFW. It's like, I forgot what that stands for, but it's like explicit, or like, it's not explicit at all. It's just like, he literally has a syndrome and he's recording himself like in a selfie, and like, trying to talk, while his half his other face is literally unmovable. But yeah, I mean, that's crazy, man. And it's just like, out of like everyone, you would not expect Justin Bieber to, like, have some shit like this. You know what I mean? Out of everyone, but yeah, I mean, blessing and prayers for him, dude. You know what I mean? Blessing and prayers to Justin Bieber, dude. It's a crazy thing that he has, but I'm sure he will recover. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you won't be like this forever. I'm sure you will recover. But yeah, with that being said, let me get right on to the next topic. So for the next topic, we have the Tony Awards 2022. See the list of winners. So the Tony Awards, what is this? It celebrates the best in theater, and this year's celebration returned to the Radio City Music Hall for the first time since the pandemic. West Side Story star and Oscar winner Ariana DeBose hosted the ceremony. If you don't know who Ariana DeBose is, she's in the thumbnail. She's the girl in my thumbnail. Yeah, so that's what the Tony Awards is, and I'll be listing out the winners, the nominees, in each category. There is quite a bit of categories on this. I don't know if I'll be saying all of them. I might be saying all of them. But if I do, I may not have time for other topics, so just keep that in mind. So for Best Play, we have Clyde's by Best Play, Clyde's from Lynn Nodich. We have Hangman from Martin McDonough. We have the Layman Trilogy from Stefano Massini. I may be butchering her name, so just keep that in mind as well. And Ben Power. We have The Minutes from Tracy Letts. And we have Skeleton Crew from Dominic Morciao. And the winner for Best Play, we have the Layman Trilogy from Stefano Massini and Ben Power. I don't think I'll be talking about most of these since I'm not too caught up on plays and stuff and the names of these plays and theatrical stuff. So for those interested, I know that is why I'll be listing the winners and nominees. So get right to the next category. We have Best Musical nominees. We have Girl from the North Country. We have MJ. We have Mr. Saturday Night. We have Paradise Square. We have Six, the musical. Last but not least, we have A Strange Loop. The winner for Best Musical, we have A Strange Loop. Yep. And just to make this a little fun, so you're not just listening to me list out the winners and nominees. Like think of, from the choices that I say, think of who you think it will win, and I'll give like a couple seconds, then I'll say the winner. So yeah, just like play along. Best revival of a play, we have American Buffalo. We have For Colored Girls Who Have Considered Suicide / When the Rainbow Is Enough. We have How I Learned to Drive. We have Take Me Out. Last but not least, we have Trouble in Mind. So winner for Best Revival of a Play, we have Take Me Out. Next category, we have Best Revival of a Musical. Caroline or Change. Company. The Music Man. Best Revival of a Musical, the winner is Company. Next category, Best Book of a Musical. We have Girl from the North Country from Connor McPherson. We have MJ, Lynn Nodich. We have Mr. Saturday Night, Billy Crystal, Lowell Gaines, and from Billy Crystal, Lowell Gaines, and Pablo Mandel. We have Paradise Square from Christina Anderson, Craig Lucas, and Larry Kerwin. Last but not least, we have A Strange Loop from Michael R. Jackson. The winner for Best Book of a Musical, we have A Strange Loop, Michael R. Jackson. So Strange Loop, seems like a good play. Won twice. Good shit. Next category, we have Best Original Music. Music and / or lyrics written for the theater. First up, we have Flying Over Sunset. Music from Tom Kitt. Lyrics from Michael Corey. We have Mr. Saturday Night. Music from Jason Robert Brown. lyrics from Amanda Green. We have Paradise Square, music from Jason Holland, lyrics from Nathan Tyson and Massey Asari. We have Six, the musical, music and lyrics from Toby Marlowe and Lucy Moss. Last but not least, we have A Strange Loop, music and lyrics from Michael R. Jackson. The winner for Best Original Score written for theater, we have Six, the musical, music and lyrics from Toby Marlowe and Lucy Moss. For next category, we have Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role in a Play. First up, we have Simon Russell Beale, The Lee Man Trilogy. Next up, we have Adam Godley, The Lee Man Trilogy. We have Adrian Lester, The Lee Man Trilogy. We have David Morse, How I Learned to Drive. We have Sam Rockwell, American Buffalo. We have Ruben Santiago Hudson, La Canoa Blues. We have David Threlfall, Hangman. So winner for Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role in a Play, we have Simon Russell Beale, The Lee Man Trilogy. Next category, we have Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role in a Play. We have Gabby Beans, The Skin of Our Teeth. We have Lad Chansey, Trouble in Mind. We have Ruth Negga, Macbeth. We have Deirdre O'Connell, Dana H. We have Mary Louise Parker, How I Learned to Drive. So for winner for Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role in a Play, we have Deirdre O'Connell, Dana H. Cool. Next category, we have Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role in a Musical. We have Billy Crystal, Mr. Saturday Night. We have Miles Frost, MJ. We have Hugh Jackson, The Music Man. We have Rob McClure, Miss Doubtfire. Last but not least, we have Jaquel Spivey, A Strange Loop. And winner for Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role in a Musical, we have Miles Frost, MJ. Excuse me. For Best Performance by an Actor in a Feature Role in a Play, we have Alfie Allen, Hangman. Chuck Cooper, Trouble in Mind. Jess Tyler Ferguson, Take Me Out. We have Ron Cephas Jones, Collides. We have Michael Upholzer, Take Me Out. Last but not least, we have Jesse Williams, Take Me Out. So winner for Best Performance by an Actor in a Feature Role in a Play, we have Jesse Taylor Ferguson, Take Me Out. Best Performance by an Actress in a Feature Role in a Play, we have Uzo Abduba, Clydes. We have Rachel Dratch, POTUS or Behind Every Great Dumbass or 7 Women Trying to Keep Him Alive. It's a long fucking name. We have Kenita R. Miller for Color Girls Who Have Considered Suicide / When the Rainbow Is Enough. We have Felicia Rashad, Skeleton Crew. Last but not least, we have Julie White, POTUS or Behind Every Great Dumbass or 7 Women Trying to Keep Him Alive. Oh, we have another one. Sorry about that. Last but not least, we have Kara Young, Clydes. So winner for Best Performance by an Actress in a Featured Role in a Play, we have Felicia Rashad, Skeleton Crew. For next category, we have Best Performance by an Actor in a Featured Role in a Musical. We have Matt Dole, Company. We have Sidney Dupont, Paradise Square. We have Jared Grimes, Funny Girl. We have John Andrew Morrison, A Strange Loop. We have AJ Shively, Paradise Square. For winner for best performance by an actor in a feature role in a musical, we have Matt Dole, Company. For best performance by an actress in a feature role in a musical, we have Janet Bardell, Girl from the North Country. Shosanna Bean, Mr. Saturday Night. We have Jane Hootishell, The Music Man. We have L. Morgan Lee, A Strange Loop. We have Patty Lupone, Company. We have Jennifer Simard, Company. So for the winner for best performance by an actress in a feature role in a musical, we have Patty Lupone, Company. Okay, so for best scenic design of a play, we have Beautiful Borat, POTUS, or Behind Every Great Dumbass Are 7 Women Trying to Keep Him Alive. We have Michael Carnan and Nicholas Hosong, Skeleton Crew. We have S. Devlin, The Lehman Trilogy. We have Anna Flesho, Hangmen. We have Scott Pask, American Buffalo. Last but not least, we have Adam Rigg, The Skin of Our Teeth. So for winner for best scenic design of a play, we have S. Devlin, The Lehman Trilogy. So for best scenic design of a musical, we have both Beowulf Porritt and 59 Productions, Flying Over Sunset. We have Bunny Christie, Company. We have Arnolfo Maldondo, A Strange Loop. We have Derek McLean and Peter Negrini, MJ. Last but not least, we have Alan Moorer, Paradise Square. So for winner for best scenic design of a musical, we have Bunny Christie, Company. So for next category, we have best costume design of a play. We have Montana Levy Blanco, The Skin of Our Teeth. We have Sarfina Bush, For Color Girls Who Have Considered Suicide / When the Rainbow Is Enough. We have Emilia Sosa, Trouble in Mind. We have Jane Greenwood, Neil Simmons Plaza Suit. Last but not least, we have Jennifer Moeller, Clydes. So for best costume design of a play, the winner is Montana Levy Blanco, Skin of Our Teeth. Next category, we have best costume design of a musical. We have Fly Davis, Caroline or Change. Tony Leslie James, Paradise Square. William Levy Long, Diana, The Musical. We have Santo Loquasto, The Music Man. We have Gabriella Slade, Six, The Musical. Last but not least, we have Paul Tazewell, MJ. So for winner for best costume design of a musical, we have Gabriella Slade, Six, The Musical. Apologies. So for best lighting design of a play, we have Joshua Carr, Hangman. Jawan Chang, For Color Girls Who Have Considered Suicide / When the Rainbow Is Enough. We have John Clark, The Lehman Trilogy. We have Jane Cox, Macbeth. We have Yi Xiao, The Skin of Our Teeth. So for winner for best lighting design of a play, we have John Clark, The Lehman Trilogy. For best lighting design of a musical, we have Neil Austin, Company. We have Donald Holder, Paradise Square. We have Natasha Katz, MJ. We have Bradley King, Flying Over Sunset. Last but not least, we have Jen Shriver, A Strange Loop. So winner for best lighting design of a musical, we have Natasha Katz, MJ. So for best sound design of a play, we have Justin Ellington, For Color Girls Who Have Considered Enough, for I've considered suicide slash when the rainbow is enough. We have Makashli Fixel, Diana H. We have Palmer Heffron, the skin of our teeth. We have Nick Powell, Dominic Beakley, the Layman trilogy. We have Michael Suleiman, Macbeth. So for the winner for best sound design of a play, we have Michelle Fixel, Dana H. So for best sound design for a musical, we have Simon Baker, Girl from the North Country. We have Paul Gatehouse, Six the Musical. We have Ian Dixon for Autograph Company. We have Drew Levy, A Strange Loop. Last but not least, we have Gareth Owen, MJ. For winner for best sound design of a musical, we have Gareth Owen, MJ. So for best direction of a play, we have Leanna Blaine Cruz, The Skin of Our Teeth. We have Camille A. Brown for Color Girls Who Have Considered Suicide slash When the Rainbow's Enough. We have Sam Menendez, The Lehman Trilogy. We have Neil Pepe, American Buffalo. Last but not least, we have Les Waters, Do Not Want It. Or Dana H. Winner for best direction of a play, we have Sam Mendes, the Lehman Trilogy. Yep. Best direction of a musical, we have Steven Brackett, A Strange Loop. Marianne Elliott, Company. Connor McPherson, Girl from the North Country. Lucy Moss and Jamie Armridge, The Six, the Musical. We have Christopher Weldon, MJ. So for winner for best direction of a musical, we have. Where is the winner? We winner for best direction of a musical, we have Marine Elliott Company. Winner. For best choreography, we have. So for best orchestrations, we have David Colin, Company. Tom Curran, The Six, the Musical. Simon Hale, Girl from the North Country. Jason Michael Webb and David Holsenberg, MJ. And last but not least, we have Charlie Rosen, A Strange Loop. So winner for best orchestrations, we have Simon Hale, Girl from the North Country. So those are all the winners for the Tony Awards 2022. I apologize if I was bland or whatever. My intentions were just to say the winners and nominees. Yeah, but let me know if you guys enjoyed, or let me know if you guys, agree with the winners. Tell me if you guys, what's it called? Believe that the winner should have been gone to another musical, another play, another actress or actor. You know what I mean? Definitely with Broadways, it's very hard to get in, obviously, but you can very much tell that they definitely put their entire effort into it, and it's definitely not an easy thing to do. Since Broadway is very hard to get in, and there's a lot of disciplines that may come with that. And a lot of practice, obviously, a lot of training for that, and it's definitely, it's definitely not easy to get in. You know what I mean? Based on how strict they are. But yeah, man, and just I feel like out of every award thing that there is, I feel like losing in this specifically, like Tony Awards, seems kind of like the worst to lose in, right? Since it's like I feel like when like being in Broadway for a lot of theater kids, it's like a dream. You know what I mean? It's like a dream come true. Like it's insane to think. Like it's like unfathomable to think. You know what I mean? So like losing in that, I feel like would suck. But fucking being, you may have lost a award for Broadway, but fuck, you're in it. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's not easy to get in it. So at least you're in it. You know what I mean? Shout out to everyone who that attended to this. You know what I mean? Definitely not easy. No, I don't know how many times I'll repeat that, but definitely not easy to be in. But shout out to all those guys, all those girls that worked their fucking asses off to put on a show for all of us. So big ups to them. I don't know how long I've been recording, but it's feel like I've been recording for a while, so I may have to cut it off here. There's another Tony Awards thing I was saying, like John Stamos being disappointed that Bob Saget was not in the memorial tribute at the Tony Awards. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much like that's the whole statement. Like he just said he was pretty much disappointed that he wasn't in it. But like do I agree with that? I mean, it's it sucks that he wasn't in it. You know what I mean? Like he definitely Bob Saget is a fucking cultural icon, bro. Like he should 100% have been in it. But you know what I mean? Just like it's just like I don't know. You really can't expect this type of shit from like award shows. You know what I mean? Just because like they're just like I feel a lot of them have bad reputations when it comes to shit like that. So plus it doesn't benefit them in any way, I guess. So very I guess it could be selfish in that way, but that's pretty much it though. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this podcast. Very excited that I got it finished, that I'll be able to get it done. It's always like a thing I look forward to. You know what I mean? Like I love talking about topics and engaging with y'all. And it's always something like I gotta get it done. I gotta get it done. I got the thumbnail done. I recorded the podcast. Now it's time to upload it. It literally takes 4 hours to process all this audio and put a video to it, but it's all worth it at the end, because I enjoy doing this. You know what I mean? So no matter how much work I gotta put into this shit, it's all worth it at the end of the day. So I'm very, very excited that I got it done. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Episode 18. We're on the road to episode 20. You know what I mean? 2 more away from 20. I'm very excited. Just slowly building up to episode 100. You know what I mean? That's the goal. But even when I get 100, I wanna. Obviously, each episode, I'm like, do I feel good? Do I feel happy? Do I still enjoy this? Because that's the main important thing, you gotta be happy in whatever you do. You gotta enjoy every moment. So, it's always a blessing. Like right now I'm recording, a few days later, I'm gonna be listening to this. So it's gonna be a past recording. And like, it's dope. It's dope to hear my voice, me talking about certain shit, like I have videos worth of just content from me, so I can just look back on it or just hear myself or just hear where I'm at in certain times. You know what I mean? Because I can listen to this years later and be like, whoa, what was I on back then? Back then meaning right now, present moment, but we're talking about later in years. So it's dope. It's very dope. So I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. This is episode 18. With the road to episode 20, but I'm not gonna stop at 20. We're gonna keep going, but hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys have a great day, and follow me on my socials. I want to mine pretty much on everything. Where is I want to mine on Instagram. Follow my TikTok. We're at 16.2. I post 2 TikToks every day. I post a main page post on my main page on Instagram every Friday, and And I post content every single day on my Instagram. So, check me out, check out my stories, check out my Snapchat, FrankieMag21. That's my Snapchat. I post exclusive shit. Follow my Twitter. I love, arguing. I love just saying my opinion and everything like the way I do here. And yeah, hope you guys have a great one and peace.